always on your side. This is First Coast News at 11.
Breaking news at 11 on this Thursday night. A very bizarre traffic stop ends with a man hit by a car in Neptune Beach. You're taking a live look right now at the scene on Atlantic Boulevard. Police say a passenger got out of the car and then got aggressive with a police officer.
Now that is when police tased this man. Officers say the taser had little effect, so they pulled out a baton. And that's when the man, according to police, took off running into traffic and was hit by a car. Tonight, he is in the hospital with serious injuries. Right now, all eastbound lanes on Atlantic Boulevard from the intersection of Florida Boulevard are shut down.
Take off one of those letters so that the word.
You're not refreshing my First Amendment right. You're not doing that. I'm going to need a copy of your ID, too.
New tonight at 11, do you call it free speech or a crime? A local man is defending himself after his arrest gained international attention. Dylan Webb was pulled over for having this raunchy sticker on the back of his truck.
So today the state attorney's office dropped the charges against him, but tonight he says that his First Amendment rights were violated. First Coast News' Shelby Danielson speaks exclusively to the driver and to the sheriff's office.
1026.
It was Cinco de Mayo when a Columbia County Sheriff's deputy pulled over 23-year-old Dylan Webb.
I'm buckled, not speeding. All my lights work. What's the issue? What's going on, gentlemen? My name's Deputy English. Hey, man, the reason I'm pulling you over is your derogatory sticker on the back of your truck. Don't you think that sticker's pretty vulgar? And I was like, I mean, not really. So some 10-year-old little kid sitting in the passenger seat of his mama's vehicle looks over and reads that IE and asks his mom what it means. How's she going to explain that?
Within a few minutes, Webb was given a notice to appear in court. When he refused to remove one letter from the sticker, he was met with handcuffs, a mugshot, and an orange jumpsuit.
I think it's significant overreaction by the sheriff's office, way disproportionate. I don't think it's appropriate at all.
Andrew Bonderud is now Webb's attorney.
It's about protecting my individual client's right from being arrested again, and also making sure that he's compensated for the loss that he sustained. The sheriff's office needs to acknowledge that, and they need to do it in writing.
He wants a guarantee that Webb won't be charged again for keeping the sticker displayed.
The state attorney's not going to file on something. We're not going to go and rearrest somebody.
Sergeant Murray Smith says it wasn't the word on the sticker that their deputy deemed illegal.
It was the obscene phrase depicting what the deputy felt was a sexual act. That is obscene by definition.
Can you see where they're coming from with that, or how do you feel?
That's like I said, they're just words. If they have a perverted mind, that's on them.
What a reasonable citizen would think. If they saw that, would they think that the guy is eating a donkey? Or is he doing a sexual act?
The sheriff's office says the obscenity of this bumper sticker depends on where you live. He says here in town he's received nothing but support from the community, but outside of this area he says they've received criticism.
The Supreme Court has ruled the level of an obscenity may be dependent on a community's standards, not a national standard. Florida statute states a sheriff's office should vigorously enforce the law that deals with obscenity. Webb says he comes from a military family, and since veterans fought for his First Amendment right, he's going to keep the sticker on his truck. We should point out the deputy who arrested him is also a veteran. In Lake City, Shelby Danielson, First Coast News, on your side.
You can weigh in on this story on our Facebook page. Well, hey, if you're thinking of putting anything obscene on your car, beware. Coming up in just a few minutes, the warning tonight from law enforcement before you apply for a vulgar license plate.
I will kill all of you. That's what deputies claim a student said after being arrested for making a threat on social media.
Now, deputies say that 18-year-old Bailey Crow posted pictures of himself on Snapchat holding two guns, threatening to shoot up the school. First Coast News' Crystal Bailey's on your side, speaking with parents tonight.
Snapchat pictures. These images he posted of himself carrying weapons with the caption, "No school tomorrow." That's what landed 18-year-old Bailey Crow, a senior at Interlochen High School, behind this barbed wire tonight.
I mean, look at everything that's happened at other schools. As a parent, this is actually very concerning to me.
Parents of students at Interlochen High School are reacting after the arrest of one of their own. 18-year-old Bailey Crow was taken into custody at the school Thursday morning when detectives found these images.
This photograph was taken while he was handling an actual firearm at the Camp Blanding Museum.
Deputies say when they questioned him, he told them he would, quote, kill all of you.
That's very scary.
Colonel Joe Wells tells us Crow has a history with the sheriff's office. He's been in trouble for bringing drugs and alcohol to school over the last 2 years. When school resource deputies learned of the potential threat, they responded immediately.
I don't think that in today's world we have any option but to take these threats very seriously.
Deputies say they don't know whether Crow has access to guns at home, but he was not found with any at the school. He has no bond at this time, and parents are hoping he doesn't return.
How many kids are going to be affected by this? Was he threatening all the children? Was he threatening all the staff? Was he threatening who exactly?
Detectives don't know why Crow made these threats. Crow's first court appearance is tomorrow morning. In Putnam County, Crystal Bailey, First Coast News, on your side.
Crystal, thank you. Sex predators could be trying to contact your kids through apps on their phones right now. Here's what you need to know. According to the Federal Trade Commission, Apple and Google just removed 3 dating apps from its stores because they let users younger than 13 sign up. So here are the apps that you should be on the lookout for. They're called Meet24, Fast Meet, and Meet for You. The FTC says adults that have contacted kids on these apps will be prosecuted.
We have a warning tonight about a popular cooking spray that many of you might have in your pantry right now. 8 people are filing a lawsuit claiming Pam can spontaneously explode and lead to some very severe injuries. Look at this video. It shows a man working at a restaurant in 2017 when a can of cooking spray exploded. Right there, you see it happen. And he isn't the only one. One woman says it happened to her and she was left partially blind.
I rose up and closed the oven. There was like a red fog that covered my eyes, and I was screaming like I'm dying.
The company that owns Pam, ConAgra, says the spray is used in 95% of American households and has clear warning labels. They say when it is used correctly, it is a 100% safe and effective product.
Wow. Well, tonight social media is still buzzing about Tellem Smith's bombshell announcement. Smith plans to take a year off from football. First Coast News Sports Director Chris Porter spoke to fans and has reaction tonight. Chris?
Good evening, Heather. It has been a strange offseason involving Jaguars linebacker Tellem Smith. For the first time in his career, he decided not to report to voluntary workouts, and no one knew why until today. Tellem dropping the shocking news on his Instagram page, posting this message that said in part, he needs time to get himself together. He also needs time with his family and for his health. He asked those who support or don't support his decision to understand. Now, we talked to some football fans over at Intuition here in downtown Jacksonville, and here's what they had to say about Tellem's decision.
I'm very sad. I thought he was a great leader on the team. I'm very curious, and I certainly hope he's okay. I hope his family's okay. The Instagram was a little more leading that there's more kind of going on behind the scenes, but I'm going to really miss seeing him play on the field. He's a big part of our defense, and quite frankly, as a defensive fan, I'm a huge fan of his, and I hope he comes back.
I just want him to be healthy. I mean, I hope it's not something that he can recover from, because whether it's mental, whether it's physical, family is what matters.
The Jaguars released a statement saying they have no comment and they need to have a conversation with Tellem to understand the situation. Now, coming up a little later in sports, we'll take a closer look at the Tellem Smith saga, and we'll discuss some of the moves the Big Cats have made ahead of Ricky minicamp kicking off tomorrow. Heather?
Chris Porter, thank you. And First Coast News broke this story to you around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So if you'd like to get constant sports updates and news updates, download the First Coast News app. It is free.
New tonight, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is investigating a suspicious death over on the west side of town. It happened on Doris Lane around 1 this afternoon. Police believe the death was suspicious in nature, and they are investigating it as a homicide.
All brand new tonight, Rains High School and Northwestern Middle School will not be consolidated into a junior-senior high school. This despite a previously proposed scenario. Tonight, Duval County Public School Superintendent Dr. Diana Green stood at the Rains High School auditorium for the school board's second community meeting this week and broke this news. We have a lot more on this story on firstcoastnews.com.
Police want you to be on the lookout tonight for a man accused of sexually assaulting a woman in the middle of the day. Officers say this man pulled up alongside of her on 103rd and Old Middleburg Road, forced her into his truck, and then sexually assaulted her. If you see him, call JSO or Crime Stoppers. News tonight at 11, cruising down the road. I'm sure you've seen a few license plates that make you laugh, like this one that says, "Why you hating?" Or this one that says, "QT." Or this one that says, on your side. Okay, we created that one.
I like that one.
If you want that license plate,
I need that one on my car. Well, you know, some plates that you spot on the road may be much more vulgar. And on your sides, Alex Osiris is looking into those vanity plates. He has a warning from law enforcement to drivers before they apply.
Those are just some of the examples the FCC might censor us on, but it didn't stop Florida drivers from trying to get that on their license plates just in the last few months. A list obtained by First Coast News from the Florida Department of Motor Vehicle and Highway Safety, pages long. And that's just about a month's worth of requests. Some funny, like CIA baby, some creative, like moonshine, some just downright nasty. All reviewed and denied.
We want people to express themselves appropriately as long as it's legal.
Florida Highway Patrol Master Sergeant Dylan Bryant says the idea shouldn't be to game the system. FHP works with the Division of Motor Vehicles, which reviews the specialty plate applications and the messages they spell out. A committee uses standard, slang, foreign, and...
We need a medical dictionary. If a patient gets difficult, you clone them.
Of course, there's some that are missed. While Brian approves of the specialty plate idea, he says sometimes these vanity plates can bring difficulty to law enforcement officers, not just if they have questionable messages.
And sometimes these vanity plates or these specialty license plates will cause a little bit of a delay. And what I mean by that is the special characters.
Does the person use the number 1 instead of the letter I, or the number 5 instead of the letter S? It's some of the examples we've seen on these applications of people just trying to get their messages across. Brian says that could make you even more of a target for other drivers, ones who may be offended by the content or those who have malicious intentions.
You know, your typical soccer mom driving down the road in a very normal looking minivan or sedan. With a specialty plate, that's now very easily identifiable. It's very specific.
He says that's an extreme case, but something to think about before applying for a specialty plate. On a lighter note, he says one of his favorite approved plates from the last few years had a rather polite message.
Excuse me, and you know, very polite, very polite gesture, good manners, obviously. However, when that vehicle is moving in and out of traffic at a high rate of speed, working its way, it was kind of comical to see this vehicle working its way, and then all of a sudden the tag says, "Excuse me."
Alex Osiris, First Coast News, on your side.
New tonight, a California man arrested after being found with marijuana in his luggage. An FHP K-9 alerted his handler after approaching Castro in the Southwest Airlines terminal. Christian Castro there. Castro is being held on a $200,000 bond.
Get on your stomach. I will. Hold on. Get on your stomach. I told the police, get on your stomach. I will. Hold on, man.
An ice cream man arrested in Jax Beach today for battery and possession of marijuana. You're looking at video of police trying to subdue 43-year-old Marat Taston. Police were called there after a father says that the ice cream man was catcalling his teenage daughter. Officers say that more charges are pending in this case.
Now to a story First Coast News broke first at noon. Jacksonville City Councilman Garrett Dennis is sponsoring a bill that would decriminalize small amounts of marijuana. Mayor Lenny Curry isn't sold on the idea, and Sheriff Mike Williams calls it unnecessary, but Councilman Dennis says his bill is what's best for the city of Jacksonville.
Vacationing on a dime. You know, as summer break approaches, probably a lot of you starting to make your travel plans.
But there is a useful tip you have to see before you book. Eric Alvarez is on your night helping you find the best vacation deals in tonight's Stay Up and Save.
You guys have to see to believe this vacation rental I found for just $74 a night. It's known around these parts as Seize the Day, and it's perfect for a family vacation. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a full kitchen with dishes and silverware, a coffee maker, Wi-Fi, there's even a ukulele. Outside, there's a gorgeous deck, all of this just blocks away from Jacksonville Beach. So, how did I find this deal? It's surprisingly simple. You can get amazing bargains on Airbnb at the last minute. I found this Jacksonville beach house on a weekday. Booked for the same day, it was $165 cheaper than its average nightly price. I know what you're thinking. What if I want to get out of town? Well, the great thing about last-minute deals on Airbnb is they're everywhere. Daytona, Fort Lauderdale. If you want to go to Disney, search the map near Orlando. If you book last minute, you can often find entire houses anywhere in the world, not just cheaper than they usually are, but often far cheaper than you'd find a single hotel room. And because they have full kitchens, you don't have to go to restaurants for every meal, which also saves vacation cash. A few words of caution, though. In most cases, you do have to pay a cleaning fee, which could vary depending on the size of the house. But it's only a one-time fee regardless of how many days you stay. Also, there's no guarantee the same place will have the same rate on any other day. You can bide your time to see if the price drops even lower, but the longer you wait, the more likely it is someone will get the property out from under you. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes to have their whole vacation planned out in advance, this approach might not be for you. But if you don't mind a little uncertainty, a little adventure, and a whole lot of savings, you could find a surprisingly great place at a surprisingly low cost. Eric Alvarez, First Coast News, on your side.
Saving us money. Thank you, Eric. And another Stay Up and Save when you join us tomorrow night at 11. Well, parents, listen to this. Amazon is being accused of using Echo Dot Kids to illegally collect data on your kids. According to a draft of the complaint, Amazon could collect all kinds of information from your kids, including their names, their birth dates, their home addresses, and their phone numbers without you even being able to delete it. The FTC has declined to comment on this planned complaint against Amazon.
And here are 3 things you can do to protect your privacy. Experts recommend you disable the address book sharing feature. They say you should also review and delete your interactions with Alexa and turn off your Echo's camera.
Well, winter is coming to Daly's Place. If you aren't ready to say goodbye to Game of Thrones, then you have to check out the Game of Thrones live concert experience headed to Daly's Place this September. It'll take place Friday, September 20th at 8 p.m. Tickets go on sale Monday, May the 13th.
Now, weather with your First Coast News storm experts, powered by AC Designs.
Well, for now, the tropics are nice and quiet, but the tropical oceans are heating up. Hurricane preparedness continues, and tonight we focus on your home. Again, a few tips as reminders, or if you're new to the area, cover the windows. We're not so much saying that to protect the windows as much as to try to keep debris from flying through the windows. Another good reason to trim the trees. And here's something that wind engineers have found after going into homes or neighborhoods where there's been more destruction in one home versus another. And very often, if you go to a home that's had more damage than the home next to it, and even if it has 2 doors back to back, side by side, if one was not locked, that's enough for the wind to get in. Something to think about. Maybe something more enjoyable to think about is the fact that, well, the weekend's coming up. First light, gosh, it's before 6 in the morning now. It's Thursday, and this is when we share what the anglers have to say. And the anglers are saying there's fish all over the place. There's kings on the wrecks. There's black drum from the surf to the creek. So how does the weather look? Well, notice as we go from Friday through Sunday, wind's not a big deal, although thunderstorms will become more of an issue as we head toward Mother's Day. So if mom wants to fish, maybe Saturday is a better day. Or maybe wants to fish at night. Let's take a look downtown. And really, from downtown and all along the St. Johns River Basin, from Clapboard Creek to the creeks along Trout River to the manatee that are enjoying some of the fish camps there in Joynton Creek. A nice evening as the breeze finally slowly diminishes, but that breeze influenced again by the oceans, the river that has really warmed up. So in the morning, unless you're a long way off from the waterways, lows of only 68 degrees. If you're going to be out and about late tonight, might want to check it out in the southern sky. Saturn and Jupiter putting on quite the show. This is pretty much how most of our weather will look tomorrow. Sunny to partly cloudy, but there will be a few isolated showers. The main event, that's going to come along with the front that's producing all kind of problems from Alabama westward to the Arklatex. It's going to send waves of showers and thunderstorms with it. It looks like the main event will not arrive until late Sunday night and Monday before the front finally pushes on through. So again, heating up through Sunday. There will be more thunderstorms around on Mother's Day versus Saturday, but if all goes as planned, then that main event late Sunday through Monday. For those of you who still want to enjoy some spring-like temperatures, at least milder weather blowing in Tuesday and Wednesday. Anthony, Heather.
Thank you, Tim. Well, caught on camera, you got to see this. A group of manatees outside of a local restaurant.
What employees say they do every day this time of year. That's just ahead.
From the Farrah and Farrah Sports Desk, it's First Coast Sports.
Hello, everybody. Today, the Jaguars' top brass, even their fans, were stunned when they learned star linebacker Tellem Smith has decided to sit out the 2019 season. Tonight, a look at how the Tellem Smith drama has unfolded this offseason.
It's not just players. It's a whole organization so I'm not worried about the players. You know what I mean? It's a whole organization in which we gotta make sure that we don't get stuck and stagnant in this point.
Tellem Smith is one of the leaders on the Jaguars defense and one of the most vocal players inside of that Jaguars locker room. But this offseason, he's been mysteriously quiet. Tellem deciding not to report to Jags voluntary workouts back in April, a move Vice President of Football Operations Tom Coughlin did not like.
We're very close to 100% attendance, and quite frankly, all our players should be here.
Still, Tellem kept quiet, not answering the Jags' phone calls, not addressing his absence or trade rumors until late Monday night on his Instagram Live, where he promised we'd find out why he had not reported to work later in the week.
Y'all seen trade rumors and stuff. Y'all seen me go anywhere? Exactly. Y'all seen the rumors go somewhere, but y'all ain't seen me go nowhere.
We did find out why Tellem Smith had not reported to off-season workouts. Tellem posting this message on his Instagram page, saying in part he needed time to get himself together, time for his family, and time for his health, and that he had made the decision to take the 2019 season off. He closed by saying he started his career in Jacksonville, and that's where he plans to end. Now, the Jaguars gave Tellem Smith a 4-year contract extension in October of 2017 that runs through the 2021 season. The Jaguars released backup quarterback Cody Kessler today. Kessler started 4 games last season for the Big Cats. The Jags acquired Kessler in 2018 in an offseason trade with the Browns for what became the 7th-round selection in this year's draft. Kessler's release leaves 4 quarterbacks on the roster. Some Jaguars news and notes. The team will host its 3-day rookie minicamp starting tomorrow, and it will run through Sunday. The Jags will host 62 players. The team signed several of the players drafted last month, including offensive lineman Juwan Taylor and tight end Josh Oliver. The team also signed 21 undrafted free agents. Be sure to join Mia O'Brien tomorrow morning on Good Morning Jacksonville as she'll get you ready for rookie minicamp. The highest nationally ranked sport over at JU, sailing. And they've only been around for about 6 years. The Fins are one of 3 teams in the entire country to qualify for all 6 national sailing tournaments. The other top-ranked teams, Stanford and perennial power College of Charleston. Their head coach says this has been the vision for his program all since he started, and the Sailors are buying in.
The first year, these other coaches, these other teams were laughing at us. Nobody's laughing anymore.
I remember when I first came here, they said JU is the future of college sailing, but now we can really say the future is now.
Go JU, we're back after this timeout.